Hey everybody, JRSBC here with another video, and today we're going to show the cards that we got here that came with these McFarlands that I picked up at the store I go to called Entertain Mart. But first I wanted to just show you these right here. I picked these up from a buddy's, my friend Bryant's store, and they're just, you know, nothing fancy. 1992 Panini baseball stickers. They went into the albums. You're all familiar with them because we all had them when we were kids, if you're in my age category. But these were huge in the 80s and early 90s. Okay, and these are real cool. You have great players in there like Greg Maddux, and there's Mark McGwire. Who else we got here? All the greats from the early 90s anyways. John Olerud, that's an early one. Justice, Roberto Alomar. I got all these 3 stacks here. There's a Ricky Henderson on top of this one. Ryne Sandberg right here. You know, and these are cool, but the thing I wanted to show you that's the coolest is that they had the, I don't know if these are like the All-Stars or what, but they have these ones, and these were cool before they became cool. These are the stickers, and they look like, I guess these are the All-Stars, I'm guessing. Because it says American League, and then it's got 2 stars here. But look at they're like prisms, and they're so freaking beautiful. I mean, they're really nice. Ivan Calderon, Kris Sabo, Benito Santiago, I'm guessing. They don't have names on the back, but I just know from all my years of this. But aren't these cool? Sandy Alomar Jr., Cecil Fielder. Then they got the cool MLB logo, which would have went somewhere, so I'm not sure where. That one doesn't have a number, I think. Oh, wait, it does have a number. Number 2. But, man, these are nice, aren't they? They're just like prisms. And then another MLB style. And then they got all the teams and stuff. You know? I'm going to try to find like a nice Yankees one or something. But I also wanted to show you, I think there's a Yankees one. Look at those things shine. Look at those shimmer. It's so nice. And then I got my Mets there, and the Red Sox, and all of them. But anyways, here's some of the better players that came with in that little prism style. I sleeved them up because I was like, man, these would be so cool to get graded, some of them. You got Will Clark. You know, you might get a little glare there because I got them in sleeves. Hall of Famers, Jack Morris. A bunch of Ozzie Smiths. The Hawk, Andre Dawson, Wade Boggs, and then you got some really good ones coming up in the end. Got Tony Gwynn, Ricky Henderson, Kyle Ripken Jr., and my favorite of them all, a couple of Ken Griffey Jr.'s. So aren't these things super cool? Anyways, I thought I'd show you guys those. These are cool way before prisms were cool. I think they call those disco prisms. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to get these out because you got they're all shrink wrapped in, and then we'll go through them. Okay, hold on. All right, I got these out, guys. So we'll go in here and see what we got. So, you know, I mean, it's another cheap product. It's 92 Flair Ultra. But there's a lot of great Hall of Famers and stars. 92 didn't have a lot of good rookies in it. But, you know, we'll just look for, like, some cool stuff like Ken Griffey Jr., Nolan Ryan, etc., etc. So, let's see here. Alrighty, let's take a peek here. I remember getting these when I was a kid. These were the greatest. Oh, man, they were just so cool. I just thought they were just such nice-looking cards. There's a nice young John Olerud. He signs through the mail. Dave Stieb, Todd Stottlemyre. Let's see. Oh, sorry, guys. I'll go kind of fast here. I'll get a slightly smaller stack. I can go a little quicker. Steve Avery. We're just going to look for the stars and the studs. Tom Glavine, Hall of Famer. Justice, great ball player. These look like they're in team set order, actually. Yeah, here's all your cubbies. Mark Grace, Greg Maddux. Nice Greg Maddux. Nice early one. Ryne Sandberg. So I'm guessing that these are, the sets were probably, yeah, the sets were in numerical order by team, which is what Flair seemed to always do. Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer. So if you're looking at any old Flair factory sealed sets, they're always in, the teams are always together. There's a Bagwell, Second-year card. That's a good one. That's a potential candidate for getting graded. Nice young Craig Biggio, too, with a weird pin on top of his hat. You can see that. I'm guessing this is possibly a spring training pitcher, because I'm pretty sure you can't wear those in a game. Ken Caminetti passed away, but was a great slugger. Luis Gonzalez, second year also. Darryl Kyle, rookie. He passed away too, young. But, man, what a great pitcher he was. He had the most killer 12-6 curve. Young Kurt Schilling. Brett Butler. Moving on here to the Dodgers. Ramon Martinez. Followed by probably Pedro in here. I can't remember. Darryl Strawberry. No, maybe he's not in this set. And then the Expos. Put that down there. Denny Martinez, El Presidente. He signs through the mail. Tim Wallach. And then my Mets. Yeah, Mets. David Cohn, one of my favorite pitchers of all time. Loved Kevin Elster, Dwight Gooden. Loved Hundley. Loved Hojo. Met him a bunch. Dave Magnan, loved him too. He signed for me back in the day. A couple times I sent to him. Liked Mackey. Hated Anthony Young. Wes Chamberlain. I thought he was going to be a big star. Darren Dalton. He just passed away not too long ago. Loved Lenny Dykstra when he was a Met too. He is not looking great nowadays. Got all his teeth knocked out in a bar fight. Just went past John Kruk. There's a nice Dale Murphy. Barry. Doug Drabeck signs through the mail. Usually always personalizes. Lloyd McClendon, former manager. Alrighty, let's see here. What else we got? Bryn Smith. He was a long-time Expo. Good pitcher, actually. Had a long career. Hall of Famer Lee Smith. Ozzie Smith. Milt Thompson. Todd Zeal. Liked him a lot. He ended up being a good ball player. Played for the Mets for a while. Nice Tony Gwynn. Look at those cool shades. All right, Greg Harris, Thomas Howard, Bruce Hurst, Mike Maddox. That's Greg's brother right there, for those of you who don't know. Nice Fred McGriff. Should be Hall of Famer, in my opinion. Benito Santiago, Kevin Bass. Will the Thrill signs through the mail. Send it to the Giant Stadium. Let's see, Willie McGee. Matt Williams. He's a manager of a team in Japan right now. Thought that was interesting. Here's the checklist cards. Nolan Ryan on that one. That is, you'd think it's Sandberg, but I don't think it is. It looks like, I'm trying to think of who that is. It doesn't matter. Gosh, Ray Sanchez maybe? Ray Sanchez, I think that's who it is. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Glenn Davis, Mike Devereaux, Dwight Evans, great hitter for a long time for the Red Sox. Rookie card is 73, same as Mike Schmidt. There's nice Mike Messina. It says rookie, but it's actually not a rookie. It's a second-year card. His rookie cards are 1991, but still a great Hall of Fame early card. Billy Ripken and Kyle Ripken, that's a great one. Jack Clark, Roger Clemens, The Rocket, Tony Pena, Jeff Reardon. I sent to him. He sent it back. He wants $20 a card, I think it was. Gary DiSarcina, whose dad also played in the league back in the 60s. Dick Schofield, same with him. Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer. Ozzie Guillen. These are just nice cards. Like, they're just a nice. There's Charlie Huff, a nice throwback, a little nostalgia. Charlie Huff with that knuckleball. Look at that knuckleball. Lance Johnson, Karkovice, Blackjack McDowell's great. Melito Perez, Hall of Famer Tim Raines. Frank Thomas, man, I loved having this card when I was a kid. Albert Bell, Don't Call Me Joey. Let's see. Steve Olin passed away. Jim Tomei, early card. Also not a rookie, even though it says rookie. His rookie cards are in 1991. You got the Upper Deck, and you got Bowman. And I think that's it for his 91 rookies. All right, Cecil Fielder, after he hit those 50 home runs. Hit 44 in 91 with the Tigers also. Travis Fryman, good ball player, had a long career. Tony Phillips, Tettleton, Hall of Famer Alan Trammell, and Lou Whitaker. Those guys played together for 15 seasons from 77, no, I'm sorry, not 15, from 77 to 95. They played together. And then Sweet Lou retired, and Trammell played one more year. But fun fact, they had their Major League debut on the very same day, September 9th, 1977. So that's a nice long career together. George Brett, turning 2 for all those years. What's that, 15, 16, 18, 19 years? Golly. Mark Kubica, he signs through the mail. That'd be so cool, just playing middle infield. 19 years with the same guy. I mean, can you imagine how good? Look at this guy. Look at how off cut these cards are. That's how they did it back then. The bottom, nice and even. The top, some are smaller than the others. Pretty funny. But man, you could really learn how to play ball with somebody. Dante Bichette, Bo's daddy. Paul Molitor, another great Hall of Famer. He's a good signer in person. He also signs through the mail for only $5 a card. Gary Sheffield. What was I saying? Yeah, you could just what a dance you could have with somebody you played with for 19 years. Robin Yount on those turning 2. Okay, Scott Erickson, he was good for a minute. Herbeck was real good. Knobloch forgot how to throw. Mike Pagliarillo, old Yankee. Kirby. Jesse Barfield, speaking of the Yankees, Mel Hall, pretty sure he's in prison for something to do with illegal children stuff, if you know what I mean. Kevin Maas, Donnie Baseball, one of the greatest players through his 10 years of playing. Bam Bam Usual, Jose Canseco, nice card. Love Jose, man, still love him. Dave Henderson passed away recently. There's Ricky. Mark McGuire, Steinbach, Stewart. Man, I love these A's back then. Like, I was always a Mets fan, but I really loved those late 80s, early 90s A's. We kind of all probably jumped on that bandwagon. Jay Buhner. Hey, Griffey. Beautiful Griffey. Very nice condition right there. Let's take a look at the back of that card, too. He always just looked like a kid having fun out there to me when I was young. Of course, he's 10 years older than me, so it was fun watching him when I first got into baseball. Randy Johnson. I started collecting I believe actually, no, the year before he came into the league. Edgar Martinez. Tino Martinez, great ball player. Pete O'Brien, he signs to the mail. Harold Reynolds. Juan Gonzalez, 3rd-year card. That was a great one back in the day, too. Palmeiro. Dean Palmer, great ball player. Rookie year was actually 1990, though. Pudge Rodriguez, that's another great 2nd-year card. It says rookie again. His rookie year is 91. Oh, and there's Nolan. Nice. Ruben Sierra, great ball player. Roberto Alomar, Pat Borders. Alrighty. That's those. Let's get to the next one. Moving on to the next one, y'all. Okay. Let's see. These go here. And alright. So that's the 92 Fleer Ultra. Let's look at some 1991 Donruss. Man, I'll tell you what. I'm going to tell you a quick story while I'm doing these ones. 1991 Donruss. So my dad, when I started collecting in 1988, they bought me a box of 88 Topps for my birthday. My parents did. And when I started collecting, I was a big Mets fan. Mets were my team. And my dad, my stepdad actually, he raised me, my dad, he wanted to be involved with me. He wasn't really that interested in baseball or baseball cards. I'm just going to go ahead and rip this other one too. Wasn't necessarily interested in them, but I think he wanted to kind of have a connection with me. So he decided to start collecting cards too. So my mom would bring home cards. She'd bring home some packs for me, and she'd bring home some packs for my dad. And that was cool. And he didn't have a favorite team, but so apparently his dad was either adopted or had his name changed, took a maiden name, something like that when he was young, and ended up with the last name Knutson. And then so he found out that his real last name was Bowman. So one time he's looking at some 89 Bowman cards, and he comes up with a Ryan Sandberg card, and he says, I like Bowman. I like this guy. I think I'm going to be a Cubs fan. I was like, okay, and none of us just we don't pick, like a real fan of the game. We don't pick a team that we're just going to be a fan of. Like, it's kind of something that just is embedded in your brain without you having any say. You fall in love with a team and you don't know why. Like me with the Mets. I don't know why, I just am. Me with the Jets. I don't know why, I just am. Are they horrible? Usually, but I don't care. I'm still a fan. I love them. And then with like your favorite player retiring, you don't just pick another player to like. You just start to like them. It's like a relationship. Well, he just picked the Cubs. Okay, whatever. So now getting back to what I was trying to say. I opened up some packs of 1991 Donruss, and my mom had bought for me, and I pulled an insert card, and I wasn't familiar with it because insert cards weren't really a thing in 1991, and so it's a Cub. It's Andre Dawson, and I was like, oh man, that's cool. I go, too bad it's not a Met. Well, I'm just gonna give it to my dad because he's a Cubs fan. Okay. So I go and give it to my dad, and then when the next Beckett comes out, I look in the Beckett for whatever reason, and I'm looking up my 91 Donruss, and I see at the end of the set there's an insert set category called Elite. And I'm like, huh. So I'm looking at it. I love these Diamond Kings. And it says Andre Dawson is worth $125. And I'm like, huh? $125? So I go to my dad and I say, yeah, Dad, yeah, remember that card I gave you, the Cubs card I got? He's like, yeah. I said, can I by chance have that back? And he's like, why? And I was like, well, I just really liked it. And he's like, okay, you can have it back. So he gives it back to me. And I take it, and then I show him. I said, it's worth $125. And he's like, what? Holy crap. There's a nice Griffey. And the next month, it went up to $140, and I was on cloud nine. I'd never owned a card that was worth that much, and it was so cool. But anyway, that's my fun story about 91 Donruss. These are great. These are the all-star cards. McGuire, you get a lot of great guys in here. You saw the Griffey. I'll go a little quicker now. Try to stop on some studs. Andres Galarraga right there. But anyways, yeah, I gave the card away, and then I asked my dad if I could have it back because it was worth $125 in the Beckett. There's another nice Griffey. So, pretty cool. Eric Davis, Paul Molitor, Will the Thrill, Brett Saberhagen, Nolan Ryan. Sid Fernandez, used to love him. I used to try to pitch like him, even though I'm a righty. I would always practice doing everything left-handed. There's a nice McGuire. And so I'd get up there and try to pitch like him and kind of do his little release the way he would do it. He pitched kind of sidearm, and he just kind of looked like he kind of like flung the ball. Weird, I don't know. So, next stack, Greg Olson. He was good for a minute. Sosha, Bryn Smith, Alan Trammell. These are great guys for getting signed through the mail too, because there's no super gloss or nothing like that. Like these take a Sharpie like a champ. Dewey Evans, Fernando Valenzuela. There's the Hawk. He signs for $20 through the mail. Tom Glavine, Randy the Big Unit Johnson with that high leg kick. Okay. Dennis Lamp, he signs through the mail. Dennis Martinez does too. Dave Parker, I'm pretty sure he doesn't like anybody. Gooby signs through the mail. Charlie Huff again with that knuckleball. Nice early second year Sammy Sosa card. Alrighty. Gary the Kid Carter, rest in peace. Sable, I remember seeing, there's my man David Cohn. I remember seeing on the news Gary Carter has a stroke. No, he had brain cancer. Like, they announced it, and then I feel like days later he had passed away. It's really sad. So I was like Gary. I got him a couple times in Cooperstown. I got him to sign a bat and a ball at the golf course, like I tell you guys I go to. Whitaker, and he would ask for a donation to his charity, and none of us really ever knew if it was really going to a donation or going to his pocket. Same with Carlton Fisk. He would charge $20 at the golf course, but I didn't care. I mean, for Carlton Fisk, like on a bat, he would sign anything for 20 bucks. If you gave him an extra $5, he'd do HOF for you too. Put an inscription on there. So I would give him. So I was like, well, if I'm gonna pay for it, I'm gonna at least get it on a bat, because a signed bat's always worth more than a signed ball. So I got Carlton Fisk I probably got him 3 times on a bat, and then I got 1 time on a ball because I just wanted to have a signed ball by him for my collection. And I got Gary Carter on a bat and a ball in Cooperstown. But then I've met Gary a couple other times at the 86 Mets reunion shows before he passed away, and I got him on balls again. So trying to make my collection of my team set of balls. There's a Cal Ripken Jr. So I got basically the whole team, single sign balls of the whole team. I'd love to make a display sometime. Omar Vizquel. Be cool, like just have a nice display of a whole 86 Mets World Series champs team sign ball. A nice Ozzy. Tom Flash Gordon, Tony Gwynn. The cards are getting centered better the more I go through here. Bobby Witt, he signs through the mail, and so does his son, who still lives with him, so you can send it to the same address. I'd probably do separate envelopes, though. It would just be more convenient, I think, for them. You don't want to be like, hey, Bobby, can you pass these over to your son when you're done and have him sign them, too? Kind of unprofessional, I guess. Kenny Rogers, he was kind of mean. Fred McGriff. Dwight Gooden, I just have no good Kenny Rogers stories. He always seemed like a douche. Doug Drabeck, Eckersley, I got him walking back to the hotel in Cooperstown. I was standing out front of the gate, actually, and I asked him to sign, and he said no. Robin Yount, he signs good at the golf course. So I was kind of annoyed with Eckersley ever since then. It's just me standing there by myself. Hey, Mr. Eckersley, would you mind signing the ball for me? No, not right now. Not right now. Okay. I see you're just too busy walking slow and chilling. But, they don't have to sign. Nice B-shat. Kevin Elster, loved them. They don't have to sign for us, but I don't know why they say no sometimes. It's Hall of Fame weekend. It's not like there was a crowd of people. It was just me. I don't think anyone else. Oh yeah, that same day. I think it was exactly the same day. It was the day that Ricky Henderson came, and there's a few of us out there at that time. Come with his entourage, walking slow, chewing the fat, chit chatting. Asked him if he'd sign for us, and he said no. There's even a little kid with an 86 Topps card, and the little kid. They're like, well, we're like, just at least sign for the little kid, whatever. It's a card. It's not like you're signing a game-worn jersey or something. Nice Larry Walker second-year card. And so I mean, literally, and I'm not into peer pressuring. I'm just like, I ask if they say no. I'm like, okay, whatever. Juan Gonzalez, second year. So that's Greg Maddux. So everyone was just kind of pressure. Come on, man, just sign it for the kid. You don't want to sign for us adults. Whatever. We're just collectors. We're not gonna sell your stuff. And that's the truth. Most of the time when you see autograph hounds out there, depending on where you see them, you can always tell who's a collector and who's a dealer. And we were never dealers. We were just collectors. And did I go through these? No, I didn't. Here's all the highlights. And then another round of Diamond Kings. Cool. I love the Diamond Kings. Anyways, we're like, whatever, you don't want to sign for us, just sign for the kid. So finally, I mean, it was like them pulling teeth to get him to sign, but he finally signed for the kid. So kind of pathetic that they had to beg him, but of course, like I said, I wouldn't have begged. Yeah, these are just the set, guys. It's a set of cards. I think I'm going through the same ones again. So I think I'm just going to wrap this video up because I think this is literally the same stuff that I did the last time. Let's see. Yeah, I saw those guys. Yep, saw them. Harold Reynolds. Yeah, okay. So anyways, yeah. Ricky Anderson wouldn't sign for any of us, which is fine. But it was literally like pulling teeth to get him to sign a single baseball card for a little kid. And this was legit for the kid. It's not like his dad handed it to him and said, "Hey, go get this signed by him." So it's a sad story when you gotta when people just then they say no to the kids and stuff, or they don't want to sign. They have no reason. I don't know. Maybe I'd understand more if people were asking me for my autograph, but I don't feel like I would ever say no. So with that being said, we're going to call this video good because I'm pretty sure all those cards are the same as the last 2 stacks, which came out of 2 different McFarlands. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If anybody's interested in any of these cards, let me know. Be glad to send them to you if you want to just pay for shipping. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another video. Alright, later.